Yes, do get in touch indeed, because we've got Leo with us, Leo Sykes from RSM Tenon, where he's Manager of Recovery Services. I introduced you, Leo, as insolvency practitioner, and I have a feeling you may not be too happy with that title. Do you want to explain why I've got it wrong a little bit?
Well, first of all, let me say thank you very much, and thank you very much for inviting me on the show. I'm not unhappy with the moniker insolvency practitioner. I think we need very much to try and address the market and the public's perception about what we do in our industry. And by focusing on the term insolvency practitioner, we very much focus on a very restrictive area of what we do. Our whole industry is about turnaround and restructuring and recovery. And by focusing just on perhaps one of the end outcomes of a potential scenario, I think restricts people coming to see us and asking for advice because they think we only deal with one small area.
Right. And you deal with a much broader area of services for business than simply getting out.
We do. We do everything from operational turnaround, financial restructuring, business advice, helping people turn around profitable companies to even more profitable companies, dealing with people's problems, helping restructure failing and ailing businesses.
Right.
And to focus purely on an insolvency perspective does pigeonhole us into quite a restricted part of the market.
Is there anybody who only does that? Is there anybody who operates in only that part of the market?
There are, but they... That's a difficult question. There are people who do operate just in that area of the market, but they're quite few and far between.
Right.
A lot of our profession has a very large toolbox available to them, and they're forever using one or two or three tools. There are many options available to a company, all the way from 1 to 100, and typically we're called in at such a late stage that we can only really offer 1, 2 or 3 or 4 options, which are down the insolvency route and down the very much death and decline of a company. If people are actually calling us earlier and taking advice earlier and being much more proactive about their business and financial health, then we can offer a whole raft of other services that actually are easier, cheaper, and a much more positive solution to a positive problem, rather than dealing with errors and mistakes once they've happened and the business has declined all the way to death.
Well, I'm kind of sorry. I feel chastised.
No. You shouldn't feel chastised at all.